Hello, you guys. Welcome to your guided reading to help you overcome obstacles, overcome fears, wake up and become vulnerable to move into your life and soul purpose. We're going to take a look at different decks. You pick the deck that you feel right with. And through this, we're going to look at the overall energy through the reading, obstacles, options for you to move into, and again, the overall outcome. So this is an incredible time for you to pick what feels right for you. And we're going to start off with meditation as we bring in different stones so you can connect to the right deck. For those of you who picked number one, this is Hematite, and it is a wonderful, wonderful way for you to get grounded. If you're feeling insecure, a little bit lost, this would be the perfect stone for you to keep. And this one is beautiful. That's why I like this one so much. I hope you can see it a little glary from the light, but this is a wonderful stone to use. And it really makes a difference every single day. I would recommend getting a small one and keep it in your pocket. You can put it in your purse, put it in a little pouch in your drawer, wherever it is next to you so you know that it's there. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have for you guys. Right now, this is an incredible moment in time for each and every person as we go through life. We have the opportunity to make changes, but we can't make changes unless we're grounded. So for this particular group, for number one, you have a lot of burden. You are walking around with a lot of burden on your shoulders. This is weighted energy. This is overworked over everything in life. This is a lot of responsibility. And I do feel it is drawn a lot of you may be single parents, you may be on your own, even without children. But this is definitely saying that with this Ten of Wands, there is an opportunity coming that's going to help you change into a new direction. That grounding is going to keep your feet on the ground as you move forward to make sure that you are able to turn this into the Ace of Wands. And that Ace of Wands is the new beginning that you've been looking for. And that ace is the one that lines us up with the spiritual aspect of life and brings in all of the beautiful energy for us as we move forward. This is the life and soul purpose getting ready to come in for you guys. So the heavy burden, you're taking on other people's responsibilities and you're doing a lot more than you should be. Let it go. Make sure that you are only doing what's for you. Now, I get the feeling that you have a lot of empathy towards other people. You can't say no for some of you. You just can't say no. But yet you are able to carry this. However, you shouldn't have to. And it's like pulling your empowered self back, pulling your inner core out and saying, you know what, I can do this, but it's your responsibility. So this is a lot of burden for you guys. Now we have the Lover's card here, and this is saying it is time for you to make a decision when it comes to taking on the load of other people. You can't move forward and feel completely satisfied if we're overwhelmed. And that's what I'm getting for you guys. You've been overwhelmed. You've been dealing with a lot of responsibility. And again, I feel that this is for some of you, if you're in a relationship, if you're in a household with other people, that doesn't mean that you're doing it alone, but you may feel completely alone while you're doing this, taking on that responsibility. So it's time to use your logic and your emotions and balance that out to get grounded and take that hematite and hold on to it. Particularly those of you, I believe it's in your left hand. That's what I've been guided to. You can do whatever you want, but keep a small one. And these are very small indeed. So this is a big, profound time for you to make this decision. And this decision is going to help turn that into the one. And the one is exactly what you want. That's the direction you want to go in life. So the next one we have is walking away from the emotional ties that you have to this. You know, the Eight of Cups means that you really love what is going on. It doesn't mean that you don't love the responsibility. You may very well be in a place of leadership and you love what you're doing, but yet with being overwhelmed, it's just no fun anymore. When it comes to working in projects or with other people, and you're dealing with the whole situation, you're being guided to really make a decision if this is what you want to do, because I don't believe you're fulfilled anymore. And so this Eight of Cups is saying it's time for you to move forward. Actually make a choice whether you want to stay in this situation and keep it the way it is, or make a change and move in a different direction. Now we have this beautiful Knight of Swords, and I say beautiful because this is that out of the blue, unexpected opportunity coming in for you. As soon as you make a decision, especially for those who are releasing any emotional baggage, and this means, you know, if you were hurt by somebody and you went through a divorce, you went through a separation, and you're still angry, that anger holds us back. And it takes us and flips us into a feeling of back and forth, being sad one moment, you know, all over the board, puts us all over the board. Exactly, you know, with this added responsibility. And that might be part of why there's anger there. But for the majority of you, I feel this situation that you are letting go of, that you are meant to let go of, you already know this. You know this, but you have to be centered and grounded to do it. And that's when this amazing offer, this opportunity comes in. And this is going to be a big one. Okay, this is going to be one that is excellent when it comes to attaching to your intellect. So this is going to stimulate your mind. And when we, you know, my saying is, I don't know if you've seen it on my social media accounts, but it's feed the mind, heal the body, grow the soul. And that's what I came up with. That's my little line that I came up with. Because if we feed the mind with the right logic, with the right opportunities, it will grow us. It will propel us into a whole new level of life, especially if we're looking to have that life purpose where we have the balance, and the soul purpose where we have that emotional fulfilling. And they're saying you are getting ready to have this. You absolutely are. And here we go. The Sun card. I love the Sun card. It can't get much better than this. And the planets have been shifting, and they have been for quite some time. They always do. There's always energy flow, energy movement. But right now, throughout the last few years, we have really seen some amazing planetary shifts. These planetary shifts have caused people to be triggered into past situations, emotional baggage that was not healed, that was not cleared off, out of our core. And this is that big moment to actually release it. And for those of you who are in this group, you've released it. This is your opportunity. This is giving birth to something brand new. This is the new beginning that you're looking for. And when we get the Sun card, this is saying that it is going to be filled with abundance, prosperity, relationship, connections, everything that you could possibly want, because it's from the spiritual realm and it comes to earth. It comes here to earth. And this is what I'm saying. You've got something incredible coming. So let's go ahead and look at the rest of your cards, because this isn't just about releasing something that you're emotionally attached to. This is like being in alignment with the mind, the body, the passion and excitement and love. This is being in balance in all 4 areas of your life. So the next card that's for you is the Strength card. And the Strength card is saying you do have enough strength and courage to keep on doing this, to go forward. It isn't going to be easy. It is not going to be an easy decision for you to make, especially for those of you if you're looking to go in a completely new direction. So in this group, when you are getting ready to let go of that load and you're going to make a decision, I feel you are deeply attached to this. You are absolutely, a lot of you are empathic. You hold a lot of sympathy, a lot of empathy for other people. You feel it. So the courage and the strength to let go of this is very scary. It can be daunting, absolutely, and that may very well be the burden in itself, where you're dealing with this, saying, I don't have the courage to walk away. I don't have the courage or the strength to say no. I don't know how to move into a new direction, but yet you have a very positive card right here saying you do know how. You do have the strength. And with that 10 of Wands, that means you hold all the ability right inside of you. So this is your moment to actually make a choice, and it will lead you in the right direction. There you go, the 6 of Wands. And that's what I'm saying. It will lead you into a direction that's meant for you to have. That's meant for you to walk into this place of feeling incredibly accomplished. I did this. Walking away from a toxic relationship, that is an accomplishment. Because if you are in a toxic relationship and you feel isolated and you've got all that burden on you, it is really hard to let go, especially if it's somebody that we love. So whatever you're doing, whatever aspect of your life, by making this choice, the biggest thing here is making the decision to let go of whatever you've been holding on to. And this is going to propel you forward. This is what's going to bring all the good stuff in. There we go, the 2 of Cups. This is creating a partnership. The divine masculine and feminine within comes to a place of grounding. You are centered and able to say, this doesn't feel right. I'm out of here. This doesn't work for me. I've got to move into what is calling me. This is like a spiritual calling coming in saying, look, if you don't leave, you're going to be filled with more burden and more burden and more burden. And we'll keep taking it on, taking it on. Those of you who are super sensitive and empathic individuals, you're going to be taking on that energy. So this is a big moment in time for you to say, I want something new. I want to partner with a new career. I want to partner with my life and my soul purpose. That's a duo. That's 2. And by doing this, that's what gets you to that beautiful sun. And the sun is what you're meant to have in life. That is everything, right? So let's take a look at what else they want you to know as we go forward. We have health. Your health is number 1. I will honor the physical vessel that enhances my soul. And we have to do this. We have to take care of our body. If you're overworking yourself, if you're taking on everybody else's responsibilities, you may not have enough energy and stamina and fatigue for you to even feel like eating right, making food, cooking for yourself, starting from scratch. Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy soul. So by feeding your mind, you're going to help heal your body, especially when you're looking at the emotional and mental attachments that you're looking at. But the food you eat is equally as important. So the next card is the humor. You got to laugh. We have to laugh, and I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. You have to laugh in order to feel victorious, in order to feel accomplished. The laughter is what heals us. The laughter is what releases the burden. The laughter is what makes us let go of those situations that we are emotionally attached to. And this is that moment for you to make this big break. This is a timeless piece. And whenever you are watching this, you picked number 1 for a reason. And that reason is leading you to this beautiful Sun card, to an opportunity to have a new partnership within yourself, self-love, self-respect, and absolutely the mind and soul aligning. So the last card we have is indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So this is that big calling time, right? Right back here in the beginning. Your indecision, your inability to make a decision will hold us in that Ten of Wands pattern. It will hold us, make us feel like we are stuck, that we can't move forward. Anything that was thrown on you, you can absolutely 100% release it. Anything that was thrown on you. Whatever is coming your way, you can handle it. It just doesn't feel like it because we have to come out of this emotional attachment and we have to heal the body, heal the mind, heal the soul. So the grounding that you're getting ready to do is going to lead you right here. We have that beautiful Nine of Pentacles, independence and freedom, using your intuition and looking at life from the lighter side of life and realizing everything is in a 360. Everything comes to a full completion. We start from 1 and we go to 10, and then we go back and we start from 1 and we go to 10. That will help you stay balanced. And the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is balanced and grounded. This is single and free. This is that teacher inside of you where you can take your career, and some of you may be healers. And I do feel a lot of empathy in this particular group. So I feel that you are in the holistic community. Whether you're doing it for an actual career or not is unique and individual for you. But the one thing that I'm getting is you have the ability to teach what you're doing, to show others how to write it out, how to deal with it. Now, I don't see it more as like a coach, but more as a teacher, somebody who inspires others. You inspire them through your words. You inspire them by example of eating right, of letting go and making decisions that are of healthy mind and healthy body. And those decisions excel your soul and move you right into your life and soul purpose. So we have the card of Emperor. And that Emperor in you, we all have the Emperor in us. We all have the Empress in us. This is absolute power. This is your inner authority getting ready to march into a new segment. The Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful feeling of freedom. And that may very well be this beautiful offer that we're talking about. The opportunity coming in is your chance to feel freedom, to feel alive. And when we feel alive, we prosper. So this Emperor is saying you are filled with wisdom. You have all the knowledge inside of you. Your intuition guides you in a direction that is right for you. The only thing missing is remembering that you are a grounded spiritual being and you have everything it takes to move forward. Now we have the Devil, and the Devil card is saying you've been dealing with a lot, and the indecision may very well be letting go of negative addictions. This is letting go of those negative thoughts that keep you stuck. The thinking, the mind is so powerful. But when we get grounded, we bring in the heart, we balance it out, and we're right in the center, right back here to this card. You are going to align yourself. You have that option. It's totally up to you. But when you do, you come into this beautiful energy of feeling the freedom, the inner confidence of growth, especially for those of you who are alone. Your purpose in life is much greater than just being alone and going to work every day and dealing with other people's stuff. Your purpose in life holds a lot of authority, and that authority is going to be shared throughout the world. You just have to make sure that you are releasing the negative addictions, the eating improperly, sleeping wrong, living in fear and worrisome. That is where the decision needs to be made, and you've been indecisive. So here we go. The ending is getting ready to take place because this is a new beginning. This is an amazing opportunity coming in for this group of you where the grounding itself, aligning yourself with the world, within yourself, your mind, your body, connecting to beautiful nature, connecting to animals around you, connecting to anything that has a positive energy in the local environment that you're at. This can actually be looking at photographs for some of you where you're looking online, and the photos now, online is so vibrant. It is incredible, the beauty that we are able to see now. And you can look at some of those photos. If you feel you're supposed to be in a different area, look at those photos and see yourself in that area. This is rising up to a place of empowerment because you have to release those negative thinking. You have to release that negative energy flow around you. And we've been dealing with a lot with the planets and the way they've been shifting, pulling us back and forth and throwing us around, Gemini and Mars. And if you were listening or you read my blog about the trio that we just came out of, that was a doozy. That was a big one. Mercury in retrograde, we've got this going on, and Mars in Gemini, where we have a lot of that negative, devilish kind of energy around us. And this is people around us, experiences around us that just kind of fall right on top of us. But remember who you are. Remember your authoritative side. You are an authentic, beautiful being. And because you are this, you are getting ready to change and transform your life into something absolutely incredible. So you guys, I hope this helps you. Please subscribe to my channel, thumbs up, and much love. Hello you guys, and welcome to those of you who picked number 2. And this particular stone is a bloodstone, and it is perfect, especially for those of you who have air in your sign, particularly Aquarians. It is about prosperity, bringing in new formed money, bringing in new prosperity for you. So you can find these at your local store, your holistic store, but this is a great size to keep. It's a little bit bigger than what I use, but this definitely is a stone I would recommend for you guys. So let's go ahead and see what is meant for you. We're going to lay down the first 5 cards, and those will be your overall outcome of what is coming your direction, where you're at, and then I will grow and expand with other cards. So the first one that's coming in for you is the 5 of Cups. You may have been going through a lot of emotional traumas, even struggles when it comes to anything that made your heart hurt. And I feel for a lot of you, you really come from a place of heart. You use your heart over logic. You feel deeply when you are around other people. Now, you may not connect with people right away, but once you actually do, once you allow them in your circle, you create a deep emotional bond. So this is for those of you who have a very deep emotional connection to somebody, to something in your life. And this emotional connection is actually been a big struggle for you as you go forward, especially finding your life and soul purpose. You may feel as though you were in the right direction, but yet getting flipped upside down. Now, the beautiful part about this card is saying that if you've been focused on these cups that have fallen over, if you've been focused on what you've lost, you have only just ended a cycle. And we do a 360. So you're getting ready to start a new cycle. And right behind you is 2 new cups. This is new partnerships in every aspect of life. This is your mind and your soul actually aligning. Your heart is in there. So this is that balancing between you where you have to realize guilt is not going to grow you. It is going to hold you back. If you feel ashamed over making a decision where your heart was so attached to somebody, now is that time for you to realize it is only hurting you. That deep, deep inner feeling means you have the ability to heal yourself because it is so profoundly inside of you. And when you do, you have this new beginning right behind you. And we have the Chariot. It's time for you to move forward. It is time for you to actually feel accomplished in your life and to realize that you can let go of that hardship at any time. And it's not an easy thing to do. I mean, nobody's saying it's easy to do. The emotional struggles we go through, emotional abuse we go through, particularly when it comes to yourself. You are a worthy individual and you deserve to have abundance and prosperity. We get this particular card when we have accomplished something, when we've let go of the guilt. You are getting ready to turn your life around. This is moving forward in a brand new direction. One that feels right and it seems right. That's your mind and your heart. So as you move forward, you're going to feel connected. Grab that stone. Make sure you are grounded. Whether it's that stone or something else, make sure that you are really working on releasing this, okay? That is going to put you in this new forward movement, and it is going to be very, very exciting for you because our divine masculine and our divine feminine are saying, it's time. It is time. We want to give you everything you deserve, but only you can come out of this frame of mind. Only you can detach from whatever took place. So forgive yourself, forgive the situation, and move forward. This is beautiful 8 of Pentacles, and that's what I mean. It's like you've been working really hard, and it doesn't mean that you aren't being rewarded. They're definitely saying the universe is going to reward you. And you may feel as though you've been blessed, but yet you still have that little bit left to go. You've been working hard at your career, at your finances, trying to fill your cup up with whatever it is that you want. Love, partnerships, romance, career, opportunities, projects, new passion, new excitement that connects to your heart again. By opening your heart up as it's been closed, you're going to move forward. So keep doing the work that you're doing. It is hard, but you can do it. You've done it before. This isn't your first go around. Why? Because you got that particular stone. You picked a stone that says prosperity is on the way. Prosperity comes when we move forward, when we have done the hard work. So as you are looking at this, your wish is going to be granted. Okay? It is coming in for you. So get on your chariot, get in your vehicle, and drive toward your job, toward your career. Keep working at your wish. Your wish is going to be granted. And it says right here, as soon as you are done in this place where you felt stuck and guilt and ashamed and these negative emotional thinking, you are moving into a brand new direction. And your wish will be granted. So it's also equally important to make sure that you are in this energy. Move into the chariot. Move into the forward movement with alignment so that it comes from the authentic you. And the guilt is what's holding you back. The pain of what you've been through, that's what holds us back in life. So the wish is whatever you're wishing for. If you wish something negative, it could come in. So make sure you are focused and grab that stone, okay? This is a beautiful new aspect of your life. There's the beautiful offer. Now this is a healing type energy right here, this Page of Pentacles. Some of you may be holistic healers and you've been kicked in the butt. You may be a healer in any level, healing family situations. It has nothing to do with spiritual healing. But you yourself have the ability to heal your own body. Make sure you are focused on your body, but equally as a page, this is focusing on your inner child. Releasing the old baggage will bring in the wish that you wanted, the offer. This could be an apology from you to you, from me to me. This is that moment for you to say, you know, I finally, for the first time in all these months, I feel connected. Because as the planets shift, it puts us into a new cycle, and that's where we're moving into. Some people have already moved into it where the prosperity is already here, and we're going to keep going. But others, you have to release this one thing and look at what it's going to do. Positive, 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 positive. It's going to bring in all the good stuff. Pentacles represent prosperity. Everything on the material plane. So this is love, this is romance, this is friendships and family. This is having the things in life that you want the most and having some money in the bank. Having that job, a way for you to live. This isn't about surviving. This is about starting a brand new path that is actually going to lead you to a greater amount of prosperity. Starting off small, you've already been through the worst. You've already been through the worst. So now it's time for you to move forward. So as we go forward, we have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is that stuck energy. You have 2 5s, and that's also indicating changes on the way. The Five of Swords is dealing with people who may have inflicted mental restrictions on you. Dealing with the mental turmoil of the guilt associated with the Five of Cups. The emotional attachments. How do I walk away from somebody I love? How do I say no to them? And I think I just said that a moment ago, but it is being guided to repeat it for this group. So you've got something that's really weighing on you, and you've been through a lot, and no one's going to dispute that. You have been through a lot, but you have before, and you overcame it. So at this point in time, this is your moment to move into what is aligned here on earth and what is aligned with the universe. Letting go of this. This is an obstacle that you've been dealing with. So another obstacle is the Lover's card, is making that choice, making that decision to let go. Again, using your divine masculine, your divine feminine within, your logic and your emotions, where you can make decisions from discernment. This is a choice. It's not even, we don't need them to apologize. We don't need somebody to say they're sorry or to come in and give us gifts. We need to settle it up within ourselves. And when we settle it up in ourselves, we can overcome this and move forward right here. Working hard is going to get you in that lover's connection. So whatever it is in life that you've been working on, it's been an obstacle as well. You may be working on it, on this project, on this relationship, on yourself, and feeling good one moment, but yet feeling restricted on the other. And again, with the planets shifting the way they have been, particularly since 2018 for this group of you, I'm being guided to say since 2018, you've been feeling really connected to the energy shifts that are going on through the planet changes, through astrology, through astronomy, through spirituality. So you may very well be a highly spiritual individual. And that's what makes that stone so valuable for you. That's what makes this outcome so incredibly important for you. So the obstacles also is the World card. So this is change. There's a big fear in some of you on making a change into a new direction. You have some fear. And we get that. We all have been there. Where taking a leap of faith can be super scary. We believe that everything is coming in. We believe, and yet there's doubt. That's the Five of Swords. So this is a self-sabotage energy. Again, aligning with the very beginning when I was talking about guilt for some of you. Shame. That you haven't made this new direction. You feel it inside of you. You know it. You feel it because you have the Lover's card. So it is connected to you. You get it in your mind. You know it's right. But there's a gap. There's a gap in between. That gap is a blockage to get to this new beginning. So your obstacles are letting go of the negative thinking and the negative people that surround you. And it may very well be a relationship that you hold so deeply, so close to you, that it hurts you to think about it, the guilt. These are the obstacles that you've been looking at. Now, let's pull some other cards and get you moving in a different direction. We have the card of grief, and it completely aligns with these right here, these two. You have change coming in. And with this grief, it says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, which goes back to what I originally said. So this grieving moment, no matter whether you lost somebody through an actual separation in the human world, if you lost them while they are in a new relationship, a job, children, especially those of you who felt connected to your children and you are estranged from them. The grief is what's holding you back, okay? So overcoming the grief is going to propel you forward, and look what's coming for you as you overcome this grief. It's going to be amazing, truly amazing for you guys. We have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And that is the beautiful energy right here. The divine feminine, the divine masculine, using discernment. So you may have been in denial. And that's what I'm saying. You really know in your heart you're moving in the right direction. It's the right thing for you to do. You know in your mind it's the right thing to do. But yet there's still a disconnect. And that's the denial. The denial that you deserve a new beginning, you do. You deserve what is prosperity. You deserve good stuff in life. Do not be ashamed. Do not let grief over making a decision and trying to avoid hurting somebody, because it will hold you back. There are ways that you can move forward without intentionally hurting somebody, as long as it's for your higher good and their higher good, right? But you moving into a new direction may benefit them equally as well. This would be an example, would be like somebody who needs to say something to another person and they don't. They hold back, and it drives this person over here mad. It drives them insane. It's like leaving that gap of no closure. The closure comes from within. The closure comes from discernment within. And the next card is service. I feel good when I can help others. And that's what I mean. A lot of you are holistic individuals. You are very spiritually connected. So you have this amazing opportunity to use your spiritual gifts. You have heat coming out of your hand. You have fire coming out of you. You can instill passion and excitement. You can actually help people heal themselves, whether that be as a counselor, that be in the mind, the body, the soul. Using your spiritual gifts is what's going to bring you to a new plateau in your life and start with this beautiful Page of Pentacles. This is healing a situation from within you and all of the people around you. Starting a new career, a new project. That's what I was going to say, project, right? So whoever you are looking at this, the only thing holding you back is the denial that you have something left to resolve. Overcome the denial and you will be blessed with this new idea, this new inspiration, this new pattern to replace all of the old ick. All of this new stuff is getting ready to come in, and you can use it for the better good of everyone around you, not just you. It'll benefit you and others around you. So let's look at the overall outcome that we have. We have the Page of Pentacles again. So it's just confirming that you have everything available to you, and it's just moving out of this stuck energy, this feeling of, and I get this weighted feeling in my chest. Let me tell you, it feels like I'm being pulled to the ground, like from the chest to the ground. bending in in your midsection, like you're gonna touch the floor with your hands. It pulls you to the ground. It feels so painful, what you've been dealing with. So coming out of the denial that it's time for you to make a change is important. And this may be a new career. Absolutely. This new career is going to lead you to prosperity. This is the overall outcome. And this, again, is matching the overall outcome. So you're being guided to become grounded, to become one within, to move into your Zen, right? Get into your Zen, where you are coming from, that centering, the center spot, okay? And that's where all the good stuff comes in. And look, healing your inner child right there. Your little child is getting ready to come out. And our inner child is what carries those ideas, expansion. It's what's going to help you find this new path in your life where it aligns you on a spiritual side with the human world. And that's exactly what's getting ready to come in for you. So this is a beautiful moment to give birth to a brand new idea. That is the overall energy. Once you get through this feeling of guilt and restricted energy, feeling a little bit self-sabotaging, okay, then you will be of service not only for yourself, for your family, but for the world around you, and you will be adequately compensated. Beautiful, beautiful energy. This is a new beginning where you feel free, you feel light again, you feel airy. It will release you from not being able to see how to move forward. So healing your inner child and getting the proper, getting a session with somebody. You can book one with me. We'll go in deep and we'll help release that inner child. You can get a session from somebody, work on it yourself. Whatever it is, you are not really stuck. It's only in the mind. It's just the mind sabotaging that you're doing. Now, it may be a physical person that you're dealing with, for some of you, where they have put restrictions on you. But we hold the power within us. We hold the power. The child, in a childlike form, they're amazing. I love children. I absolutely love children. Because they do have the sense of freedom, and they frolic, and they love life, and they really use it to their advantage. They're able to see the sun. You can tell them, well, the rain's going to go away, and they'll be like, oh, okay, and they're like, okay, I know tomorrow's going to be a better day. And they believe it, and they know it, and it actually happens. So children have this unbelievable, unconditional expectations for themselves and for other people around them. They're filled with trust, and this is about you trusting yourself that you can get out of this situation. The denial is the only thing that's blocking you from seeing this, but yet you're going to heal that inner self-sabotaging energy, and that is going to pull you into a brand new place of power. There you go. Filled with confidence. This Queen of Wands, you are filled with confidence. And you are going to be of such great value to the world, particularly to your family, to your children, to other people's children. If you are a mentor, a counselor, it does you the utmost good as a counselor, as a teacher, to be in your best form. That's when you're going to inspire other people around you. And that is your true life and soul purpose, is to have the confidence to move forward and share that confidence, share that growth, share that experience with the outside world. And walk with your head high, because you know you have accomplished an amazing feat. Overcoming guilt, overcoming fears, overcoming shame and struggles and mental restrictions is a huge feat. So well done. You're being applauded, and you will be moving into something that is absolutely amazing for you. Please thumbs up this video, share, and have a wonderful day. Welcome, those of you who chose number 3, and this particular stone, which is so beautiful, is actually a thin piece of blue Lapis Lazuli. So it is a wonderful, wonderful energy for you to be in, because this means that you are able to open up your throat chakra. You can speak. It's a beautiful stone filled with mystery that allows us to actually grab onto our own inner guidance using our own intuition. So this group of you are a highly intuitive group of people, and this is going to be an incredible moment for you. You may already know everything that I'm talking about in this reading, but one thing's for sure, you've got something amazing getting ready to come in, because you are being awoken to new possibilities, to confirmation that what you've done is already been there. So this is a group of highly spiritual beings right here, definitely connected. Here we are with the Emperor, and the Emperor is saying exactly what I just said. This is you being in a highly creative ability, inner knowing, inner wisdom. It coordinates with that stone. If you need that in your life, then get one of them, and get a small one. This one's just, I love this one, the way it was surrounded by this, the beautiful stones around it. Find your own stone and carry it with you so that you can feel empowered. This Emperor is about empowerment, intuitive empowerment, holistic empowerment, whatever it is for you. This is an incredible moment for you to really change a course of direction. So we have, there we go, the High Priestess. I haven't looked at these cards. So the High Priestess is that intuition. And as you move forward, this is the outcome. This is where you're going. This is absolute assurance that if you thought your intuition was guiding you in a particular direction, it absolutely is guiding you in the right direction. You know it from deep within, because our intuition does not steer us wrong. So with the universal, beautiful energies that come through, and they flow through us, they flow through our life, the planets are changing, it can really tempt us to doubt our inner ability. But yet on an intuitive level, you know this. You are highly psychic for some of you, but you are definitely a person who is very sensitive. And through that being sensitive, that's where you pick up on other people's vibes. You can pick up on the energies in a work environment where you drive up to, I don't care if it's a work or a building, a grocery store, standing next to somebody in a line, and you already know what's going on with them because they're wide open and you feel their energy vibration. You can feel the energy vibration from the land underneath your feet. You know if you're living in the right area, you can feel it. So this is the outcome of what is getting ready to happen for you. And some of you, you're already there. But I feel for most of you, this is what's actually coming. So the next card we have is the Star. You are literally rising into a place of stardom. And when I say stardom, that means all eyes are going to be on you. Whatever it is that you're doing, the inner wisdom and your intuition, that is going to lead you to people listening to you, opening up your throat chakra. It isn't by chance this card is with this stone, because opening your throat chakra means you have a lot to say. You are wise beyond your years. You are, again, a highly spiritual individual, highly sensitive individual. And you've got something that the world needs to hear. You've got something to share. And it may very well be about healing of the mind, healing the energies in your own life. But let's keep going. We have the Four of Pentacles, and this is feeling blocked and stuck. So you may very well be aware of all of this, but yet you feel blocked. You feel unable to move forward. And we're going to take a look at the obstacles in a minute, but the blockages are here in the earthly realm. It has nothing to do with your intuition. It has nothing to do with your inner wisdom. This may be people around you that are blocking you. You may be feeling that you have a lack of money blocking you from your stardom, from your success. And success is whatever your version of success is. Some people, success is absolutely money. Other people's success is having the happy home, happy family life. Having the job that you love, feeling healthy and alive again, that is success. Being a single parent and succeeding to raise beautiful little beings. Success is your version of success. But whatever is blocking you, you already know that this is here. You already are aware of it. So make sure that you are speaking your truth. This is, the Star card. This is a beautiful card of healing. And when we go through this healing process, a wish is granted. A wish comes from out of the blue. Like, so whatever you've been thinking in the back of your mind, but maybe not saying it, it's going to come through. And I do feel a lot of you, it is about communication. It is going to share. You have something to share with the world, but you're being blocked from it. If you feel blocked from communication, here's the 8 of Wands. That's the communication that I'm talking about. Very positive words can come out of you where they are inspiring other people. They're going to give it right back to you. What you put out, you get back. That is exactly what this outcome is. You just feel stuck right here. You feel blocked. Maybe they aren't listening to you. Why can't I connect to people? I'm so good at connecting to people. Grab this stone and allow it to help you reconnect with your intuition. Help it grow you into this new place of knowing that something amazing is on the way for you. So let's take a look at what your obstacles are. We have the 5 of Wands. And that 5 of Wands is that energy of self-sabotage energy. This is you saying negative things to yourself, being around highly competitive areas. If you are in a highly competitive area in your life, no matter whether that's career or project or other, this could be being a parent and being a Girl Scout or Boy Scout leader, where the parents aren't hearing you. There's a lot of competition, whatever it is. But for a lot of you, this is self-sabotage energy. And the 5 of Wands isn't as bad. It's inner conflict. Inner conflict, am I doing it right? Am I going in the right direction? But yet you know you're going in the right direction. So use your intuition. If you need help with that, you can book a session with me. I'm going to be offering some things through the end of the year, and then I will be doing them no more. The 5 of Wands is you getting ready to absolutely release this energy too, because the 6 comes later, and that 6 is moving into victory. So you're getting ready to overcome this because you already know. You already know this blockage is because of this. These are your obstacles, is self-sabotaging energy, inner conflict. Is this right? Is this not? Kind of like a back and forth kind of rolling energy where you need to heal that with this 4 of Swords. You are a healer, most definitely. For some of you, I feel for a lot of you, you are a healer. Now, being a healer could be a leader. You could be a leader in an industry where they need somebody to lead the group. And that group builds something better for the world. That could be in any level of life. But as a leader, you inspire people. As a leader, you talk and people listen, but you feel like they're not listening, but yet your outcome is very positive. 8 of Wands, positive back and forth communication. This is that opportunity coming. This is the conversation you've been wanting. So once you get rid of the inner conflict and realize that our mind is so powerful, it can change the direction, the course of direction we're on, and move us into a brand new course. But we have to move past the inner conflict. Is this real? Is this not? It is real. And this is saying in the material world, you're grounded. In the spiritual world, you are grounded. So you already know, and this wish is getting ready to be given to you. So it's time for you to step up and take what's rightfully yours. This is your plan. Your obstacle is boundaries, and you may let other people kind of walk all over you. Okay, you may allow other people to create this conflict where you need to heal that inside of you and say, no more. This is not going to work for me. I take control of my life. And it doesn't mean being mean to people, but it does mean pulling back and pulling your power. Empowerment is this is absolute empowerment. Using your human and your spiritual gifts together. So this is a very, very spiritually in tune group of you. And I mean, it's going to be amazing. It truly is. So recreate your boundaries. Write down and reflect what you've been doing. That's the blockage, right? So the inner conflict, is it really the path you want to go on? Ask yourself, vocalize it, speak out loud. You can write it down, but for a lot of you, because this is about opening up your throat chakra, because all eyes are going to be on you. Everybody's going to be listening to you. So as you move forward, making a plan, but allowing the plan to have some movement in it, because we have 7, we have 8. You're getting ready to make a big change, and this change is going to be exactly what you wanted. So we have fear, overcoming fear. That's the 5 of Wands, and healing whatever this is. Fear of not making the right arrangements, not going in the right direction, not creating a plan that's meant for you. And this card actually says, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Love from within. Love from within you. I love myself. I believe in me. Fear of moving in the right path. That is a blockage for you. So as you move forward and you heal that, that's the inner conflict, you are going to feel amazing. Oh, there you go. Courage, right? I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Look, they're side by side. Perfect. They're side by side for you. You have everything you need. The emperor in you, you're connected to the ground. You understand the material aspects of life. You understand the human side of what you're dealing with, the logic. And then equally, you have that high priestess saying that you have the spiritual being inside of you. So you already know this is right, but the fears, which you've got to overcome the fear. You have the strength and the courage to make this new forward movement. You have the courage and strength to make this separation from anything or anyone that is blocking you, but using your internal intuition. Don't allow somebody to push you in a direction that doesn't feel right. I mean, even some of my clients, they listen, I give them the future, and they're like, I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's totally up to them. Some come back and say, whoa, you were right, and others don't. Because your mindset is what controls your ability for your outcome. So if you believe this is right for you, from your heart and your mind, you will create it. Let go of those inner struggles. The fear is the only thing that's blocking you. Write it out. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation, and that's may very well be the fear that's holding you back right there. But they're saying you have the courage and strength to overcome this. You are an over-empathetic individual, highly sensitive individual. You are connected to the spiritual aspect of life. Whether you have put it into play, meaning like a holistic healer or not, you understand. You can read people. You can read their body language, but you also can read the vibrations that are around people, that go through people. So you know how to micro-vibe your way out of this situation. And if you haven't read it, Micro Vibes is my book. You can take a look at that. It's on Amazon. And it's to help exactly right here. Fear, courage, and empathy. Connecting our spiritual side, and that's what you're doing, with the human side. And that will blow you right through this, where you're going to create something absolutely amazing. All of the offers are going to come in. The writing, the blockages are going to be lifted, and you will be moving forward. So this is a wonderful opportunity for you. Truly, it truly is. So let's take a look at your next round of cards. We have the Hangman. And the Hangman is saying it's time for you to really look at this. And that's what I'm saying, like, write it out, write the plan out, write down whatever you feel is blocking you, so that you can see it from all different directions. If this is a person around you that you have to make a decision that you don't want to do, then you have to write it out. You have to look at it from every angle, from the top, from the bottom, from the side, diagonal, all over. We have to look at it from every single angle. Like when I do your readings, right? I'm looking at it from all different angles. And one may feel very, very drawn to you. One angle you might keep going back and saying, well, every time I look this way, I can't see. But when I look this way, I can see it differently. So look from a new angle and you're going to see the truth. You're going to be able to see how to move past this energy. We have the Seven of Cups, and this is a multitude of opportunities around you. A lot of options. And for some of you, it is looking beyond confusion that's been around you. And I do feel that it is like a group of people. It could be one, but I feel like it's a group of people for this particular, for those of you in this reading, I feel it's a group of people that are around you that are letting you know that, no, you don't know what you're talking about, but you know you do. It has nothing to do with education. It has to do with inner wisdom. A lot of confusion, looking past that confusion will help you. And that is what's going to give you the courage and the strength to move forward, because you've got something amazing getting ready to come in with this Eight of Wands. Using your empathy, writing. Some of you, this is writing. This is writing out plans, workshop, courses, and blogs that are going to help people grow in their own inner awareness. And you already know this, but yet you have restrictions around you. So the overall outcome is see beyond what's in front of you and you will see everything. You will regain your confidence with this King of Wands. You will bring back the beautiful energy that's within us, and that will help us grow forward. This is great. This is incredible. So with this energy is this new business, this new endeavor, this new situation where the king knows how to make very wise decisions. The King of Wands is excellent when it comes to leadership roles. And again, we're talking about you being in a leadership role. Leader of your own life, leader of other people's lives. How do you get there? Use your inner confidence. Use the abilities on the spiritual side and the humanistic side, and that will get you where you need to go. It will help you see all the lessons you've been through and been for a reason. The Seven of Swords is dealing with a lot of people that keep us in this fear state, okay? Dealing with situations that keep us feeling trapped and stuck, but you're not. It blocks us from the ability for positive flow. This is positive flow coming in and around you, through the ground, from the sky, into you. And this positive flow is what's going to help you see every lesson in your life was for a reason, and it's leading you to the outcome of where you're moving toward. Everything you've been through. So take the lessons and say, you know, I did that once, because that's what the Emperor does, right? The Emperor is wise because the Emperor has been through so much. That empowered side of you is because of what you've been through, and taking those lessons and moving forward. Letting go of the things that do not work, and whatever has been blocking you, it is time for you to let go. So look from every different direction. You can book a service through me through the end of the year. Okay. They're different, they're limited, but they're there through the end of the year. Because 2023 is a very big year. It's a pivotal year. I mean, every year since, 2018 has been a pivotal year. Every year in our life is. But this one's different. 2023 is going to be an incredible make it or break it year. And we want you to make it. And right here, you're being guided to actually use your spiritual self and your humanistic self to create permanency, to create abundance, to create everything, especially empowerment. And some of you, this is you being a leader when it comes to empowering the lives of other people. So you guys, please thumbs up this video. Thank you for watching. Much love. Hello, you guys, and welcome to number 4. If you picked number 4, then your stone is Azurite. And Azurite has a wonderful element to it, and you should put this in your pocket. This is saying some of you have something to talk about. You have a hard time expressing your feelings. You have a hard time sharing with others your deep inner thoughts. Okay, but it's connecting to your feelings on all levels. So this is a balancing where you're going to be able to speak up about what it is that you want to talk about. Oops, that's from the last one. So we'll set this right here. Okay, that way we know what we're dealing with. But let's take a look at you. This will be the overall outcome, everything up front, and then I'll bring in obstacles and others as we go forward. So with you, you are starting off with the Queen of Cups. And that's what I mean. This is your feelings. This is your inner feelings, how you feel about relationships, how you feel about your job, and even how you feel about yourself. This is a deep connection to the emotional side of you, where I feel a lot of you, you actually come from the logic within. So you use logic when you're making decisions more than your heart. And that may be because you've been hurt oftentimes throughout life, where it blocked your heart from growing, from expanding. But the beautiful part about the Queen of Cups is saying that you are in a position right now to be ready to speak about your feelings. So if you are in love with somebody, you can share that with them. If you don't like what somebody's doing, you can share that with them too. It's the feelings that have been restricting you because you weren't able to speak them. And with this stone, it'll help you connect to your throat chakra and help you open that back up again. So we have a lot of anxiety around you, and that anxiety is exactly what I'm talking about, where you've been stuck in this worry mode, but not sharing how you're feeling. Worrying about money, worrying about, am I in my right life and soul purpose? Why are things not going right? It doesn't make sense in your head because your heart isn't open to allow the abundance, to allow prosperity to come in. We have to open that throat chakra up, and that's what I feel you guys are going to do. And it's going to be very, very exciting for you indeed. Here is the pairing, okay? The Two of Cups. This is you aligning with your own inner self. That's self-love, big time. This is creating new friendships, new partnerships. So if you've been feeling alone and isolated and worrying, am I ever going to meet friends? Am I going to fit into this new environment, especially for those of you who have relocated, where you may not have met a new group of friends, a new friend. And this is saying you are getting ready to do this. Now, some of you have felt internally that you haven't met the love of your life yet. And that may very well be because you weren't open on the emotional side. You had a hard time expressing your feelings. So again, that feeling of oneness, okay, but not in a healthy way. That is oneness only from the logical, the divine masculine, not the divine feminine. So this is aligning, and you have this amazing opportunity coming in, this new partnering, especially within yourself. Be patient and kind. Temperance is saying be very kind to yourself, and make sure that the words you say to yourself are kind-hearted. Open your heart to you. We all make mistakes. We all make wrong life choices. There's very few who don't. I mean, there are some of you who haven't made a wrong life choice, but yet you still have not been able to open up the feelings because you haven't had a right partnership, whether that be in career, a project, that exciting opportunity that makes you just want to sing and dance. That is coming through. It is getting ready to come in for you, but be patient and be kind. The universe is helping you to wake up to the inner emotional side of you. The universe is going to help you connect that emotional, internal side of you and bring it into the human world. So be patient and be kind, most definitely. And then we have the World card. The World card, you actually have one other card stuck in here, which I don't normally do, so I'll bring it out in a second. This is starting a new chapter. be patient while you're trying to start this new chapter, and everything is going to depend on your throat chakra aligning with your feelings and your emotions. Now, this was the other card that was stuck to it, and you're the only one in the 4 different decks that we were looking at that had an extra card stuck to it. It is the card of 6 of Cups. This is happy, fond memories of the past. Now, it isn't by chance. Nothing happens by chance, not with my readings. Absolutely not. So this is saying you have a new opportunity coming in that's going to grow you, a brand new chapter, but it's going to bring back all of the joyful memories of your life. So again, going right back into the beginning, I'm going to set those like this, okay, like that. Right here with that Queen of Cups and the worrying and stress, am I ever going to find, am I going to feel alive again? Am I going to have the relationship, the partner, the friendship that I want? Has everything to do with your past childhood. So you may be wanting to speak to a counselor. You may be wanting to come, you can book a session with me only through the end of the year. This is a timeless video, but through the end of 2022, and then I don't plan on doing them for a while. I'm only doing it now because people need it, and I'm here for you. But this is saying the happy memories that are around you are what's going to come through. And if you've been stuck in the logic, you haven't been able to feel connected to childhood situations. So if there were situations in your past, whether that be in childhood or just your life in general, that were really holding you back and keeping your heart from opening and expressing your feelings, you also blocked yourself from the positive things that took place in your life. And those positive things are what is going to start a new chapter. So it's bringing back all of the positive aspects of what you've been through. Because remember, we go through challenges, and that's just the way it is. Whatever challenges are around us, and we have to face them. So be kind to yourself and know that this inner connection is getting ready to open up. And grab yourself a wonderful stone and put it in your pocket, put it in your purse, put it in your drawer, wherever you are, and make sure that you meditate and you focus on that. Now, as obstacle, we have the 6 of Cups again, and that's what I mean. Look, 6 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and this was an extra card. It was stuck. It was literally stuck to the other card. Like, I didn't even know it was there. You have the adversity of the happy, fond memories. So it's just a reiteration of what I'm saying, that the obstacle is not seeing the good in your life because of the painful experiences that you've been through, which puts us into that logical frame of mind where we make decisions from our, everything's got to make sense. Everything has to resonate in the head rather than in the heart. And we block our heart out. And by blocking our heart out, we block ourselves from everything, and it creates more worry and stress. Now, you may have seen your life and soul purpose in your childhood, but because of the experiences throughout your life, you've blocked them and you feel like they're gone. I don't even know what it is. But you do. It's inside of you. It's in your heart. So you're getting ready to speak to somebody, especially those of you who came from a childhood that had a lot of negativity in it, a lot of worrisome, a lot of anxiety based on what you grew up, whether that be from family, friends, a past relationship, whatever happened in the past, you are getting ready to open it up. It's those memories. And for a lot of you, it is about romance, where you were broken down in a romantic relationship and said, that's it. I'm not going to love ever again. Why should I? So this is a big pivotal moment for you. Huge pivotal moment for you. And remember, this reading is timeless. So you may have already gone through this part, but let's keep going. We have the 7 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles is going into the dark night of the soul, and that's really digging down deep to find whatever it is. Where's the joy in your life? Where's your accountability? We let people in our lives. We make wrong decisions. Our intuition goes bing, 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 And we say no, and we come from the logic and make a wrong choice, or we come from over-heartedness and make a wrong choice. But our intuition is right down the middle. So be very patient, because you've got this new chapter coming in. You just need to analyze a little bit further as to what has taken place in your life that has made you close off from sharing your feelings, expressing yourself. You have to be able to express yourself. That's part of the authentic side of you, using our heart and using our head. Now, the third card that came out is the Sun card, and this is your inner child right here. This is the card that talks about our inner child, and when we let our inner child come out, we feel free, we feel alive, we feel passionate about life again. This is by far an incredible reading for some of you. It truly is, where you hold the power to actually see things from a completely different angle than what you've ever seen before. And it is also the best card in the deck. So by analyzing, what did you leave behind? What did you close off to? Where are these worries and fears coming from? And for a lot of you, it is deep rooted. It is deep rooted. You may even have problems with your hip area, below your, below the hips all the way down. Your feet may hurt, your legs may hurt, because it's connected to the roots, to the root inside of you, and that's the lower half. So let's keep going on whatever they want you to know when it comes to moving past this. We have the card of peace, and this card is saying, I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. And that's exactly what you need to do right now. By releasing, in this card with the anxiety, releasing the anxieties, releasing the fear of stepping into a different direction, of stepping into a place of being open to love of a job, love of a career, love of money, anything on the human plane. But this is really abundance getting ready to come into you, where you're going to feel satisfied. You're going to feel at peace with whatever took place. There will be no anger. The heart will be wide open and say, I'm willing to be vulnerable again. The vulnerability, it comes back when we speak our feelings and we become at peace within ourselves. Relationships is a big part of this particular reading. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Write that down and say it and put it on a little note and put it all over your home. Put it in your drawer, but look at it and repeat it 3 times. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. That way, the fear of going into the dark side of relationships, friendships, co-workers, especially romantic relationships, you will be overcoming this because your inner child is getting ready to be released. So these are beautiful. You're going to be at peace, and you're going to want that beautiful connection in a relationship. All relationships, particularly a relationship with your own inner feminine and inner masculine side, coming from a center grounding of discernment, and that is going to lead you into this exciting new chapter of your life where love is going to be abound. It's going to be all around you, and it's going to make you happy, and it's going to make you want what you wanted as a child. It's going to make you want all of the things that were good to you all those years ago. They seemed good, they felt good, and then it got blocked. It's all getting ready to come back in for you guys. Now, we have the card of surrender. I can release my need to control. And again, this is coordinating with the logical side of our mind. And when we come from the logic, when we're unable to speak our feelings, the logic is about control. The divine masculine. Divine feminine can be in control too, but we're talking about the thought process. If it doesn't make sense, then it's not real. And this may very well be somebody you're dealing with where this isn't even you, and we're talking about somebody you're dealing with or what you've already been through. But you're coming to a place of being patient with temperance, saying, be very patient, be patient. The universe is helping you to connect your feelings and speak them out loud, saying the words, I love you, saying the words, I love myself. I am worthy of this new beginning. I am worthy of excellent, peaceful, loving, open, kind-hearted relationships. You are worthy of it. So we have the card Chariot, and you're being advised to jump in your own little vehicle. And remember, Chariot comes out, it's a major arcana. Chariot comes out when we have mastered something. And only, as another major arcana, only do we start a new chapter when we have mastered the divine masculine, the divine feminine, the differences within. So you are mastering, you're going to balance this out, and you are literally going to be helped from the universal realm. They're going to come in and they're going to help you to balance this out, and you need to speak your feelings. And that doesn't mean you have to yell. It doesn't mean you have to scream. And for, a lot of you, it doesn't even mean you have to cry. It means you're going to share your feelings. You're going to open up and you're going to become vulnerable again. That's what's going to move you forward. That's what's going to put you in your life and soul purpose. The Ace of Wands is the life and soul purpose card. For me, I don't know about other tarot readers. I watched maybe 2 people and they're great, and I watch them for my own benefit. But this is aligning the spiritual side with the earthly realm, being handed from the universe exactly what I'm talking about. Passion for life, passion for a new beginning, and love is right next to it. We can't get there without the love. So you're moving right into your life and soul purpose. And if you're feeling worried, not knowing are you going the right direction, then you can book a session with me. I will have them open through the end of the year, and then I don't plan on opening them back up, at least not for a long time. But I know a lot of people need a little help. And when it comes to relationships, you're actually going to move into a relationship that was destined for you. Meaning you create this relationship on your own. You work as one with the universe. One within becomes one with the universe, becomes one with the humanity around us, with the world. So you're going to feel grounded and energized and connected and joyful, but you have to surrender whatever's been creating the worrying, the anxiety, because it's based on something in your past, something that blocked you. Temperance again. We have Temperance again saying be very patient as you are moving forward. You will see the direction you need to go. You will know exactly where you need to be, where you're going to go, how you're going to get there. The vehicle in which you get there in. Is it going to be through a job? Is it going to be through a relationship? You are literally going to feel the presence of the unseen energy and entities around you. You will feel this heightened unseen elements, and they are incredible. So open yourself up and bring the heart back in, and you're going to know exactly what direction to go. Now, we have the Nine of Swords again. Look at that. See, nothing happens by chance. You've got repeating cards. So this is not the first cycle of this that you've been through. You may have had relationships in the past that went wrong, and now, and like I said, now you're like giving up on romance, giving up on friendship, and you're trying to do it alone. We're meant to connect with other people. That doesn't mean we have to do it all the time. It does not mean that you can't be alone. I like being alone. A lot of us do. But it also means that we have the ability to interact with people at the right time, in the right way. Healthiness. This is starting a new healthy chapter in your life. Because as you speak freely about your feelings, as you share what you're thinking, you may hold it all in. Somebody says, oh, here, do this, and you don't say anything. You hold it all in, and it creates anxiety and then animosity, and it grows, and then that logic starts dominating everything. And you say, forget it. I don't ever want to do anything with you again. But now you're overcoming. This is fear. fear of moving into a new chapter, and you are literally going to be turning this around. Now, again, this is a timeless reading. So look at this reading very carefully if you've been drawn to the stone, to the messages in this particular deck, in this particular suit of cards that we've pulled for you. So this is your moment to make a big decision. Are you ready to be vulnerable? Remember, the Queen of Cups is vulnerable and says, you know, I'm ready. I'm ready to share the parts of me that I didn't share with other people. I'm ready to take a chance because I know I'm worth it. I know how to get what I give. I know how to pick the right people. I know how to speak what's on my mind from the heart. So you guys, please thumbs up this video. Thank you for watching. Much love.